Hello everyone and welcome to Lives of the Past. Today we will be visiting Woodlawn Cemetery located around 7.5 miles north of Detroit, Michigan. The cemetery was established on 140 acres of land in 1895, giving the immigrants of the day a place to bury their dead. Today the cemetery holds the mortal remains of famous people such as singers Aretha Franklin and Billy Davis, civil rights pioneer Rosa Parks, mayors James Couzens and Albert Coble, along with automobile pioneers John Francis Dodge, Edsel Ford, and his son Benson Ford. So walk with me today as we visit the lives of the past of those who are buried here in Woodlawn Cemetery. So one of our first stops here is going to be to the mausoleum of Enoch Wiggins. Now, Enoch Wiggins as a child joined the circus, and see what we can see in here, if anything. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see inside here. Maybe when we get it on camera at home. There is John Enoch. Yeah, the glass is so dirty you can't see anything, but I do see up there. And we're not going to be able to see anything, but it's George T. Stevens' grave. I don't know who he is. We'll see what we can find out. It's a little hard to read, but this is the gravesite of Alex Groesbeck. He lived from 1873 to 1953. He was governor of the state of Michigan from 1921 to 1927. window. This one's actually got screens on it. If I recall right, this was an old wooden bridge at one time that went across here. This is the Anderson Mausoleum. Inside is the body of Wendell Anderson. In 1929, Anderson gained control of the Bundy Company, renaming it Bundy Tubing Company and becoming a major supplier for the automotive firms by supplying brake lines and transmission lines to the car industry. Another one that's got screens on it. Very hard to see inside. Sarah Catherine Bracken Anderson, 1908 to 1909. There's a window in back, but I doubt that we'll be able to see in it. We'll try. Back around here to where, oh yeah, we can see inside here. So you get the sun out a little bit. Gustafa Anderson. Down here is John Welding Anderson, November 23rd, 1945. Wendell Anderson died in 1990. Sally in 1993. Over on this side here, that's a Suzanne Lindsay Anderson Sagar. And down here, Sarah Catherine Bracken Anderson. No name on the outside. Oh, there it is. Keller. Very fancy, thick glass door, but not going to be able to see anything inside there. This is the final resting place of Roy Dykeman Chapin Sr. Along with being a businessman, he was a presidential cabinet secretary, automotive engineer, and designer. He set a high-speed record in 1901 by driving a little curved dash O's automobile from Detroit to New York. He made the distance over mud-covered roads in just 8 days. So here is the mausoleum for former mayor of Detroit, James Couzens. Now these steps look a whole lot more impressive in pictures than they do in real life. We're going to go ahead and climb them. Tope and I are going to try to climb these things and walk around the mausoleum. We won't be able to get into it. It's got metal doors on it, so there's no getting in there. There's some windows up at the top, but even with a camera would never be able to see in. Not bad, even for an old man like me. On the steps, we're going to go over here to the grassy area. Now I heard that he purposely wanted to be entombed here up on the hill overlooking everything. Don't know what his reasonings was, but it is a huge tomb, a huge mausoleum. And when we get to the back side, oh, there's a window. Let's see what it looks like. We won't be able to see anything inside. But the mausoleum is just absolutely huge. Alright, so we're on the back side of James Couzens' mausoleum. It's one heck of a headstone. I mean, it's just huge. Ernest W. Haas. Born February 26, 1871. No, the winter squirrel. Died February 26. I'm sorry, died July 10, 1925. Was a petition, patron of the arts, humanist. I'll have to look that one up. Steadfast, honest, and sympathetic. Devoted his life to the good of mankind. Okay. I'll have to look, see if I can see who he is. I don't know who he is. I've never heard of him, but you never know. And I'm sure he's not buried. Oh, here, look at the front. Alrighty. And here is his headstone. And then next to him, I assume, is his wife. Alrighty, on to the next one. Alrighty, in here we have the memorial for Edgar Hartwick. He was an engineer in the United States Army during World War I, 20th Engineers Forestry, and he died in France in the service of his country on Easter Sunday, March 31st, 1918. And buried next to him is, I assume to be his wife, who died in 1915, some 32 years later. Thank you for your service to this country and your sacrifice, and may you rest in peace. Well, this would do it for this episode of Lives of the Past. Come on back and visit me in part 2 of Woodlawn Cemetery in Detroit, where we visit not only the famous, but the not so famous. Thank you for joining me. And please, don't forget to like, subscribe, and give a thumbs up.